Dr. Fonda here. Today we've got another protein review, and we've got a twofer again. So this is with two yogurt-based drinks. This one is Siggis, which is an Icelandic-based yogurt or skyr, blueberry pomegranate, and this one is Pillars, drinkable Greek yogurt. So both of them are milk-based, both of them are yogurt-based. This one's generally feels a little thicker, so I'm anticipating it'll be more like an adult Go-Gurt. But we'll start with this one. So this one has 11 grams of protein and 110 calories. So not the highest protein to calorie ratio as far as these protein drinks go, but it is chock full of probiotics on live cultures, which are good for gut health in general. It doesn't have any fiber, and it is sweetened with cane sugar. So it doesn't have any artificial sugars, but does have 5 grams of additional sugars. And as far as cost, these are in the $2 to $2.50 range. So let's move on to the taste test. So that's pretty tasty. So definitely has a really good flavor. It's thicker than most of the protein drinks. Like I said, this is more of that thickened Icelandic type. So not quite a drink, but more of just that yogurt in a package. Basically an adult Go-Gurt with a little more protein. Overall, taste-wise, fantastic. Texture-wise, as expected. I mean, it's yogurt, not necessarily a protein drink. The cons of this one are that it does have 5 grams of added sugars and doesn't have any fiber, which definitely helps with the probiotics to work. So taste-wise, great. Texture-wise, as expected with the yogurt. And it's kind of not a great protein to calorie ratio. As far as trying to get additional protein in natural forms, this is definitely a good one. So I'd probably go ahead and give this one an 8 out of 10. So we'll move on to our Pillars. So this is a Greek yogurt base, but it's definitely a lot thinner. You can hear that it's definitely not as thick as that one was. It's on the drinkable yogurt side. So this one has 100 calories, so about the same as that, but 20 grams of protein, so definitely a better protein to calorie ratio. As far as cost, it's a little more expensive. We're in the $2.50 to $3.50 range. This one has 3 grams of fiber, doesn't have any artificial sweeteners, doesn't have any additional sugars, but it is sweetened with stevia. So again, good mango. Let's move on to the taste test. So it's kind of bland, which can be good. It doesn't have that overly artificial sweetener taste. Definitely tastes like Greek yogurt. Definitely has that more tart, like a Greek yogurt. It doesn't have a ton of sugar and things in that. So it can be good if you like that flavor. It's not bad. It's a little just more of that neutral. Goes down pretty easily. Doesn't have any kind of chalky taste, but definitely you can tell that it's yogurt and not just a pure protein drink. Does have fiber, does have probiotics as well. Live cultures again, so another benefit for your gut health, especially with the fiber. Overall, I'd give this one about a 7.5 out of 10. Some of the positives being it has more protein, also has the probiotics, and definitely has the fiber, which is good. The cons just being the flavor, just tasting a little more like a yogurt, something you could definitely probably get tired of over time. But definitely something to mix in, especially if you're trying to get those probiotics going. So cheers to protein and gut health.